One thing that has gone well, without question, Myles Garrett is off to a really good start. Former NFL edge rusher Chris Long on what he sees that makes Garrett so special.
Myles Garrett is the guy. You know, last year Nick Bosa had the best year. He's DPOY. Mike is like the second coming of LT,
right,
in a lot of ways. But Myles Garrett is Julius Peppers. I mean, he's like a more compact Pap. I've never seen a guy that big run on the side of his cleat as often as he does top of the rush. And he plays on grass. Okay. When I play with Robert Quinn, you know, he had 18.5 one year. He'd run sideways, you know, but he was 260 and we got the turf. Myles Garrett's 285. He's digging those spikes in and he is at the top of the rush as good as anybody.
And again, Quincy, so what he's saying is he gets where he wants to go and then gets to the quarterback. That's when he talks about getting to the top of the rush.
Yeah, Myles is amazing. Like he's been so good so long that we take him for he didn't go viral for beating like 3 triple teams against the Baltimore Ravens. Like that doesn't even go viral with them anymore. It's just like, oh yeah, Myles beat a triple team, seen it last week. So he's just spectacular. One of the best defensive players you'll ever see in your lifetime, especially at that position, and definitely one of the most talented players. He's one of a kind. You know, when he was drafted here, when he was the prospect, the hype about him coming out of Texas A&M was once in a generation type prospect. That was the hype. There were quarterbacks in that draft class. Deshaun Watson was in that draft class. Pat Mahomes was in that draft class. You know how good you got to be as a prospect to go number 1 in that class where there are viable quarterback candidates? Tells you what kind of prospect he was. He was once in a generation. He's lived up to that billing.